Okay, one of my videos that I've done, 5 places to visit for free. This one actually leads down to the lake. I'm talking about the big turquoise lake in Badlands. You've got Gebas over that way. Anyway, I've noticed recently, I don't know if it's to do with the park wardens or the water board, there's a water station just down there. This water that you see is for irrigation. It passes right through the mountain system, comes out the other end. Anyway, now I've done a Sat Nav navigation from Camposol down to the lake, and unfortunately you can't change the Sat Nav. It will take you down this way, and once you get here, obviously you can't go no further, and it's probably another good 2-mile walk from here. I've come in from the other way and they've blocked the road the other end, so you can't visit the lake this way, but I do know a way to get to that lake viewpoint, which I will show you now. So I'm going to take you on another route from Camposol. It's not a bad route. Thankfully it is all tarmac as well, but like with most of these roads, it is a little bit dicey, but it's about the exploring. So I've called this Lake 2. So I've just left Camposol A. We're coming on to the RM3 I should say, and we're heading towards Algeciras de Murcia, but the signs that you see up here at the moment will say Toltana. Now this is a little bit different. Most of my drives have always been early in the morning, about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, today we're going out in the evening, so it's just gone 8 I believe, and the temperature is 29.5 at the moment. Not bad for this time of year. Hope thankfully not any hotter. So we're going down the RM3 at the moment. I'm not going to show you all the way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to where the road splits. As we come down this road, you'll see the signs. 2 lanes to the left will go off down towards Toltana. That would take you onto Lorca. But the 2 lanes to the right, that will take us down to Murcia, Algeciras, Pontianimo. The airport as well is another one to the right. Which is the RM2. So we're just coming down to the roundabout now. So we're going to go right round the roundabout. As I always say, try and stick to the outside. Usually helps. Now it's quite well signposted on this road. Amuses me why this roundabout's got 3 lanes on it, but it has. Okay, we're going to need to indicate now. You've got the sign that says the RM2, Algeciras de Murcia, and Andalusia. So straight in front of us, if you can just make it out, is the Tierra Spooner. You can probably, if you're looking to your left a bit, you can probably just just make out the radar station right on the top. Directly in front of us is Alhama de Murcia. Right, so we're coming down. The lanes are going to start to split in a minute. We want to stay in this lane, the right-hand lane. It will say Murcia. It'll come on. It'll go straight onto the A7. Just be wary of traffic coming out of the industrial estate to our right. So you've got A7, Murcia, Alicante. Don't go into the left lane. That will take you straight down into the town itself. We don't want to do that. Okay, the lorry's got a little bit lost. He's suddenly realised he went in the wrong lane then. So this is the main drag road, as I class it, that goes straight to Murcia. It takes about, I don't know, about 40 minutes, I suppose, at the most from here. No, we're not going to be on this road for very long. Now this road does get very busy. So what we're going to be doing in the next couple of minutes is we're going to be turning off actually back into Alhama de Murcia. It will also be signposted to the Sierra Spooner. So we're starting to go in towards the town, and then we're backtrack on ourselves, and then we're going on a service road, and then we're going to come up through a massive factory area, which is the El Pozo distribution centre, I believe. And then we're going up through the farming bar back into a massive water area, and then we'll be at the lake. So not very far really, but it is a bit complicated, the next 5 minutes of it. So you got the sign, it says it's a 598 we turn off at. It's got Alhama de Murcia. You see the big El Pozo sign here. It's got the time on it and the temperature. Now mine's saying 30. There's a saying 29. So usually it's always sort of out slightly, and it's just gone coming up to 8:15 in the evening. So we're going to take this turn in. We do a big loop now. Now we'll be coming back up here again in a minute or so, which is a bit of a pain. That's how we do it. So we've got a bit of a loop. So we go underneath the bypass. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit complicated. We've got a road to our right. We've got to sort of filter in on it. Okay, now we come up to the roundabout that's got some sort of is it El Salvador, the artist? Yeah, amazing bit of sculpture. Now we're going to go right round the roundabout. Go right round the roundabout. So we come back on ourselves. We keep going around, and then we go back up. So we're going back towards the traffic. It looks a bit and then we got this straight on. We don't go to the right, we just go straight on. So it says Murcia. So we're just coming back the way we just come then. So we go back under the underpass. The amount of times I've taken the wrong turn and shot off to the right. Right, now it says via service. That's where we're going to go. We're going to the service road. So just as we get round this bend, you will see a turn in. It's not much of a turn in, so you want to start indicating now. Because if you carry on up, you could end up going back onto the bypass and you're going to miss this turn off. Now I believe this is a two-way road. I've never actually seen any traffic coming towards me along this service road, but just be aware you could get traffic coming towards you. You do get the bicycle people out at night, especially, so just be wary of them. You see the signs there, it's got bikes and cars. The temperature's still 29. You've got a couple of cyclists. I've got a feeling most of the time they don't hear you because they've probably got their music plugged into their ear holes. So just give them a bit of a wide berth. Right, we've got the guy up top. Anyway, at the top of there's a roundabout. We want to go around to the left. Going around to the left as we're going over the A7. Now you're going to see this massive factory plant. Now be careful on this roundabout if you want to take the second turn in to the right, because you don't want to go back down the wrong side of the road. So to our left now is sorry, I thought it was the Alpalzo. It's not, is it? But anyway, it's a big, massive distribution centre. When we first arrived there, they were just still building this place, and now it's fully operational. This roundabout, we're going to go left. Now, there's no signs at all to where we're going to the lakes, so don't expect you're going to see any signs, because there's going to be no signs. And also don't worry thinking you're going to end up going into this place. We're actually going into the farming part now. It's where they grow the oranges and the lemons and grapes, I believe, to our right. So we just go straight on up. This is all the workers here. So you can see how many people work in this place. They've even got a couple of overspill car parks as well. Employ a lot of people. Okay, this is still a two-way road. Now the road will start to deteriorate a little bit. It'll be a bit patchy in places, but it's still tarmac, which is good. And all we're doing, we're just following the road all the way up. Just keep following this tarmac road, don't go off any of these other tracks that you can see. I'll keep on saying it, but just to make you wary of it, this is a two-way road, because this is the road I come back down on. I have seen bikes and cars coming back down here. Okay, straight in front of us now you see the dam. It's Really, you don't really notice it so much when you're the other side of the dam, because obviously you've got the lake there, but it's quite a big wall that they built. Okay, you got to go to the left anyway. So we're climbing up now. It's quite a steep climb in some parts. Here you've got to be careful as well, guys, because this is where we're going along the canal part now. So this is like the huge waterworks place there. This is where they collect the water. There's a big massive reservoir to our right. Really big complex, really. Keeping the water here for the farmers. Okay, there's some people here. Obviously a lot of people on holiday now. Okay, now we want to go right here. If you go straight on, it ends up being a dead end. So you want to go right here. So you go over this little bridge. It's got a no entry sign anyway, so you know you got to turn here. Okay, so if you look to your left, right, sorry, if you look to your right now, you won't see it on the camera, but if you look to your right out the window, if you come up here, you'll see like a massive sort of lake that collects the water. Now, right in front on that hill there is a big ruin. I've done a video on that. I call it the Lost Village. Careful tonight, because you probably will get cyclists bombing down here, and obviously cars as well, because what's happened, what they've done, they've blocked the road off, so it's like one way in, one way out at the moment. I've got a feeling that probably later on in the year they'll probably reopen up that gate that I showed you right at the beginning of the video. I'm sure it's to do with the waterworks down that road, which will make it easier really if you come in the other way. But this is just a fascinating bit of road. I mean, if you want to walk up here, you can. Obviously, you have to be careful, because as you can see, the road is very narrow, and especially if you've got two cars coming in each direction, somebody's going to have to pull over. And you get camper vans up here. I was up here the other night with Bonnie, and we did notice there was a camper van parked up here, obviously looking at the view. A lot of people do come up here. We've been up here quite a few times during the week and at weekends. So we're still climbing. We've still got a bit more climbing to do yet, and then it'll just sort of level off. But you know, another view that you would see if you saw the other video I did of the lake, we was looking down on the lake. I'm still thinking the other side's higher than this one, so we leveled off now, and you see we're coming back up to another canal. Now you can't see the lake yet. You might get snippets of it every now and again if you look over to your right. Yeah, you can. The sunlight's just lighting it up. So we're just going to follow this road around this canal. Another amazing viewpoint. Now here you can walk down to the lake. So where you see this footbridge is actually where the viewpoint is. So I'm going to pull off the road here. So here's the viewpoint. Look at that, eh? Now you can't see nothing. You can't see that lake. It's not until you get out the car. So it's just gone 8:30 in the evening. It's about gone down about 28 now. Sun's going down over there. Unfortunately, we've got no clouds tonight, so the sun's just going to drop down. You start getting the shadow in, but You just got to see. You just got to see this view. Okay, what we're going to do now, I'm going to take you to another location. It's about 5 minutes away, so it's a sort of a double whammy really. So we're going to go back the way we just come up. You're going to have to do this anyway if the road's been blocked down the other end. So you've got to come back down this road. But this will take you actually right down to the lake. Now from up here, you can go to the lake. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, you can go up from here, but me and Bonnie have walked that. It took us a good hour following all the paths, and there's loads of paths. We got lost a few times, and then we eventually found a good track. And I've done a few vids of that. Bonnie met a wild dog up here, and made friends of it. So yeah, it's always interesting. So just remember guys, this is a two-way road. Now as far as I'm concerned, it's never so bad going down as it is up, mainly because you're not going to get the mad cyclist. The mad cyclist will probably still be cycling up this hill. You might get the mad car driver, I suppose, but usually most people are quite sensible. Yeah, so just be wary that this is a two-way road. But hopefully we've still got a good half hour before that sun disappears. Now you can see the lake as we're going down the road, straight in front of us. Now I've done quite a few videos in this area, you know, especially with the drone. Done a bit of walking around here. It's quite pleasant. As we're going down here, there's a road that goes off to the left here. Nearly missed it then. And what it was, for some reason they shut all this off, is at one period you could actually drive right down through here. They actually put lights on the actual dam itself. Here it is. We're going to park just over there, but they've got lights. You could go right down there and you could actually fish. But for some reason they've stopped doing that. So I'm going to take you on the track. I think they've actually banned fishing now. Why, I don't know. Anyway, you can see there's a little bit of a pull in there. There's a bit of a track, and we're going to go on that track. So hopefully we've got enough time to get down to the lake before it gets too dark. Bonnie can't wait to get going. You see a track just going up this way. We just follow this track a bit, then you go on to like a proper road track. Bonnie, come on. Bonnie. Hello. That was lucky. There was two massive black dogs. Anyway, we're on the track now. We're going to follow the track. Really, where the sun is at the moment, we'll be following this track right round. Okay, so when you see this sign, you know you're still on the right track. You go straight on. Now if I turn the camera to the left, if you watch my drone videos, you'll probably recognise those. You can see them on there very well. The pipes. Now, I'll be honest, as we was coming down this track, probably no exaggeration, but I saw a big snake. Must have been about 6 foot long. He was a big bugger. So I might not go right down to the lake because it's a bit, yes, Bonnie wants to, but I just got a feeling I might chicken out. I'm not a great lover of snakes, unfortunately, guys, but I'll carry on down the track a bit more. Okay, so if you follow that track, I don't know, about another 2 or 3 minutes, you get right down to the bottom. Now, I'll put up some video footage that I did when I went down there. Now, I would imagine if you're walking around here, you probably could get right down to the water itself. Would I want to swim in it? Probably not. I'd imagine it's quite muddy. You'd probably sink. I have known people to bathe in there, but I just wouldn't want to do it myself personally. After seeing that snake, snakes do go in water. That's put me right off. And I ain't going down there tonight. But we went down the other night. I think if I hadn't seen that snake, I probably would have gone down tonight. But anyway, we're down at the lakes. We're at the Badlands at the moment. That big turquoise lake. It's coming up to 9 o'clock now in the evening. Me and Bonnie just come down. This proves you can get down to the lake. It's only taking us 10 minutes from the car. Just me and Bonnie here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. As I always say, you've got to keep watching, guys, because you don't know what I'm going to bring out next. Bit of a walk down there tonight. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so I wasn't going to go right down to the bottom in the end, but once I saw that snake, it must have been that long. I wasn't going to go down there. I've got to think of Bonnie as well. Maybe I'm thinking of myself, I don't know, but I never think about it when I'm walking about, but once I see him, it puts me off a little bit. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. So you had a bit of a double whammy this time. Hope you enjoyed it. Give a like, give a comment. Give a comment, that's what I love. And yeah, keep watching, and I'll catch you next time.